Imagine a world without light after sunset. When the sun dipped below the horizon, darkness ruled the land. The only sounds, the wind across tall grass, and the growl of predators hunting in the shadows. In this world, a small band of humans huddles together. They are cold, hungry, vulnerable, and then something changes. A flicker, a glow, a spark born from dry grass and embers. The night is no longer an enemy. Shadows retreat. The cold softens. For the first time, humans have made fire their ally. This moment will echo through millions of years, and it begins with Homo erectus, the first humans to truly master the flame. Homo erectus appeared almost 2 million years ago. They were unlike any humans who had come before. Taller, stronger, built for endurance. Their bodies were shaped for travel. Long legs, narrow hips, shorter arms. They could walk and run over vast distances, chasing herds across the savannah. Their brains were bigger than their ancestors, allowing them to solve problems, craft better tools, and adapt to new environments. They were explorers, survivors, innovators, and their most groundbreaking skill was their ability to use, protect, and perhaps even create fire. For hundreds of thousands of years, our ancestors lived only in Africa. But Homo erectus broke that pattern. They were the first humans to leave Africa and spread across the world. Step by step, they crossed grasslands, deserts, and forests. They walked into the Middle East, then into Asia, and as far as Indonesia and Europe. And with them, they carried embers, the heart of a fire kept alive through rain and wind. Fire allowed them to survive cold nights in foreign lands. It scared off predators lurking in the dark. It allowed them to cook their food, unlocking more calories and nutrients. With every meal, their bodies grew stronger, their brains more powerful. For millions of years, fire belonged only to nature. Born from lightning strikes, volcanic eruptions, and wildfires. But Homo erectus learned something extraordinary. Fire could be tamed. They fed it, protected it, moved it from place to place. Some evidence suggests they may have even learned to create it themselves. In a cave in South Africa called Wonderwerk, archaeologists found charred bones and ash dating back almost 1 million years, proof that these ancient humans had control over fire. Fire transformed the human experience. It lit up the night, turning danger into safety. It provided warmth against cold winds and icy rains. It made raw meat soft, plants edible, and water safer to drink. And perhaps most importantly, fire brought people together. Around the flames, they shared food, ideas, and maybe even the first human stories. Homo erectus were not just fire makers. They were master tool makers. They created Acheulean hand axes, shaped with skill and precision. These tools could chop wood, butcher animals, dig for roots, or carve hides. With teamwork, they hunted large animals, antelope, wild cattle, even elephants. Cooking their meat meant it could be eaten quickly before scavengers arrived. It also made it easier to digest, giving them more energy to fuel their journeys. Fire and tools were not separate technologies. They were partners. Together, they gave Homo erectus the power to survive almost anywhere. Around a fire, something remarkable may have happened. The beginnings of culture. Some scientists believe early humans might have used firelight to communicate more clearly, their faces lit and visible. Others suggest it may have encouraged language itself, sharing knowledge, warning of dangers, and planning hunts. And there's something else. Firelight changes how we feel. Modern studies show that humans naturally relax around a fire. Our ancestors may have experienced the same, a sense of safety, of community, of belonging. In the flicker of the flames, humanity was learning to be human. Homo erectus walked the earth for nearly 2 million years, longer than any other human species. They survived ice ages, droughts, predators, and changing landscapes. They shaped stone. They mastered fire. They crossed continents, leaving behind trails of ash, tools, and bones that tell their story even now. And though they are gone, their legacy burns on. Every spark from a lighter, every campfire in the wilderness, every glowing city skyline at night owes its light to them. They were the first to tame the flame. And with that single act, they lit the path to all of human history. The story of Homo erectus is the story of us, of courage, adaptation, and the first sparks that lit our way forward. Every flame we see today is a reminder of what they began. If you've enjoyed this journey through our shared past, join us here on Primal History Hub, where the ancient world comes back to life. Subscribe and step with us into the shadows of time to uncover the next great chapter of humanity's story.